am I doing? And it's been a couple of weeks. It's been a slow start to the year if you've been waiting for me to put out content, and I apologize for that. I haven't been too excited about any of the fights that have happened so far this year, so I haven't placed any bets. And I do apologize for that, but hey, once in a while you got to take a break. And I've got other stuff I'm working on, like music and other things like that, and working out and, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm busy, and sometimes I'm going to miss out, I guess, on making videos. But there's still stuff I got to do, and I'm not going anywhere, so don't worry. Finally, we got a big day to be excited about. Today is UFC 270, Francis Ngannou versus Ciryl Gane. It's a big day. It's a fight I've been looking forward to for a long time. Anytime you get two heavyweights in a championship fight, no matter if it's MMA or boxing, it's a big deal, especially to me, the champ. I just think it's all heavyweights usually represent the best of fighting. They may not be the most technically skilled guys. They don't have to be the best grapplers. They don't have to be the best jiu-jitsu guys. A lot of them just are great because they're powerful, big guys. And in boxing, when the heavyweight division's doing great, the sport of boxing is doing great. And the same thing goes for MMA. And I know the smaller guys, technically a lot of them are a lot more skilled fighters. You see a lot more entertaining and skilled fights in those lower classes. And, a lot of those guys usually can go longer, have better endurance. And some of them, have incredible skill levels that make them so great as fighters. There's different reasons to appreciate those weight classes, but heavyweights have always been the kings of the combat sport, and it's not because of the skill levels, because of what comes with the size. And when you do have freaks of nature that are they talk about them like they move like middleweights. Because they can move well and they're still big. But those guys are considered freaks of nature. But, the heavyweights always bring it with their size and brute force, and they're a draw for the casuals. They're just, when heavyweight is going well, things are going well for combat sports. And today, it's one of those times where you've got two heavyweights in a heavyweight title fight that really matters. Both of them are good. One of them's not really a hype job, and the other one's good. In this case, they're both genuine good fighters, and this is a very interesting fight where one guy can win because he can knock him out at any time, and then there's some questions about his game, and then there's another guy that has a lot of skill that could probably do the same thing in terms of knocking out, but has so many other ways he could win that it makes it interesting. So this fight tonight's a big deal, and it's a great way to start, 2022 off for fights, because, it's a big fight right away in the first month of the year, and that can set the tone for hopefully a great year. I think we're going to need that. So, obviously, because I haven't done much lately, I think it's time that I come back and give you a pick, a spicy bet, because, that's what I do when I'm not doing other things. And, I've missed it, but like I said, none of the fights lately have excited me. This one has been one I've been looking forward to, and in the next couple of months, there's a lot of big fights, so there's going to be a lot of betting. So you guys don't have to worry about that. I'm going to give you guys my pick, but hey, before I do that, I just want to show you something. I've got this year's blend of Champs Power Flakes, and these are 25-gram bags right here. And, I just tried it out in my latest batch of beef jerky, and this stuff is fantastic. It's very different than last year's blend. The last year's blend was very ghost pepper and Reaper heavy. This has got a lot of those in it, but there's so many other peppers that it really has a different flavor and quite a different full mouth burn. I'm really enjoying this blend. And to Gardening with Barchuckin and Douglas D, you guys got bags like this that I sent out, I'll be sending out tomorrow. Sorry about not getting them out yet. Things have been kind of crazy around here, and the weather was crazy this week, so I just, I didn't really get around to it. Plus, I wanted to make you, I was making this batch, so I wanted to make sure you guys got some of this, because I didn't have enough of the old batch to send both of you guys. I didn't want to send you a tiny amount, so I processed a bunch of this stuff and got it ready for you. So everything's going out tomorrow. And I'm really looking forward to hearing you guys' feedback on what you guys think of this. I would advise starting with like a half teaspoon if you're gonna make like 2 pounds of marinade, or if you're gonna make like a crock pot full of chili or a big spaghetti. You know, depending on your tolerance, no offense, I don't know how much you guys can handle, but if you're anything near a normal person, do not go any higher than a quarter teaspoon or a half teaspoon for like a big amount. Start from there for reference. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to show you guys that, and I hope you guys enjoy that. Let me know what you think of it. So back to the fight. Tonight's the big fight. It starts in about 8 hours, the pay-per-view. And, I've been looking forward to this one. I've been thinking about it for a while. Since Ciryl Gane defeated Derek Lewis a few months ago, I've kind of been thinking he's going to defeat Ngannou, to be honest with you guys. Ngannou, I keep doubting. He is a big, powerful dude. He defeated Stipe fair and square when they fought. My problem with Ngannou is all his fights have been quick still. He's on a 5-fight win streak, I believe, right now. And all his fights since his last loss have been, I think 2 minutes or less. And, yeah, it looks impressive. Yeah, he's knocking people's heads off. And, yeah, he's a powerful dude. And he could do the same thing to Ciryl Gane in 1 minute and 10 seconds, too, if he wants. That is absolutely a possibility. But my problem is that we haven't seen him tested. We haven't seen him, get somebody in trouble and not put him away. And then, see what happens after a round or two. We haven't seen him dragged into deep waters lately. We haven't seen him tested with a guy that can grapple or hold him against the fence or keep him away. What does he do if he can't land a big shot? Does he tire himself out trying to throw that big shot? Like that, these are the questions that I still have to have answered about this guy. And maybe they won't need to be answered. Maybe it'll be over in 1 minute and 10 seconds, and that's all that matters. But if it isn't over, what happens? I think Gane's a smart fighter. I think he's a very technical fighter. He's 10-0 for a reason. He's got a pretty good resume. He has power. He can put guys away. He TKO'd Derek Lewis, or KO'd him. I can't remember exactly what they called it now. But, he did what a lot of people can't do. And, I think he moves very well. I think he's a heavyweight, like what I was saying earlier, that moves like a middleweight. He's kind of got a skill set of a guy that could be in a smaller weight class. And Ngannou is more of a guy that's a true heavyweight in terms of he'll plod forward and just try to knock you into a different dimension. And I think this fight's going to be the test of wills in terms of, will brute force be what wins? Or will Ciryl Gane be able to negate that brute force and chip away at him and TKO him, or even decision the fight later on? I'm personally going with Ciryl Gane, like I said. I've felt since he won the fight against Derek Lewis that he's probably going to be the guy to defeat Ngannou again. I just think I think he is more skilled. I think he's been there. He's never really had his chin checked, so that's a big question mark. It could get ended real quick. But it also is a credit to him to not have his chin checked as a heavyweight and being 10-0. So, that's also credit to his skill in being elusive and being able to do what he needs to do to win. So, tonight, obviously, we're going to see one way or the other. One guy's going to be the better guy. And I just think that Cyryl's going to be able to outsmart him, be a little bit more technical. He might be able to use his leg kicks a little better. Keep that distance, keep away from Ngannou's power, and eventually wear him out, or get like a 3rd or 4th round TKO, or maybe the fight goes to decision. But I think Cyryl's got this, and if Ciryl doesn't got this, if he loses, I will. I think I'll try a dried Leviathan. We'll try a dried Leviathan if he loses that fight. How about that? We'll do a spicy Leviathan. So, yeah, my bet's on Ciryl Gane winning tonight. I want to hear what you guys have to say about the fight. So leave a comment and tell me who you got and say why. And don't worry, if you didn't win the draw last time, I'm going to be doing more draws for Champs Power Flakes in the near future. I want this channel to grow, and I want to reward people for, helping me out. So I'll be giving more stuff away in the future, so stay tuned. Make sure you like the channel, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff, because I want everybody to talk and have like a community thing going on. And we'll see what happens in the fights tonight, and we'll either be doing a punishment or I'll be doing something else next week. But I want to thank you guys for watching the old videos, current videos, watching in the future, whenever you're watching this. And make sure you subscribe. Check out last week's video. Check out, actually that was 2 weeks ago video. And check out this random video here. We'll see you next week with what happens with the result of this fight or something else. Thanks for tuning in.